Alrighty, let's go to our main topic today, which is our NFL draft prospect of the day. Our clue was that he's a running back, and he's pretty much going to be probably the first running back taken in this draft. And that prospect is Najee Harris, running back from Alabama, baby. The 6'2", 230 beast at the running back position. That's who we're going to be taking a look at today. We'll look at the stats, we'll look at the highlights, and we'll break them all down. Take some notes if we need to. If we're seeing anything good, if we're seeing anything bad, we will note it down. So here we go. Let's get into it. Najee Harris, as we said, from Alabama, running back. And look at this man, 4 straight years at Alabama. They got some big brains over there in Alabama. We just saw Devontae Smith did his kind of, breakdown, 4 years at Alabama, getting that degree. Najee Harris doing the same. Yes, sir. Getting that education, getting smart, knowing plays, getting good at football, learning from under Nick Saban for 4 straight years. So this man should be a hell of a beast here. Alrighty, in 2017, he was not the premier back, only 61 attempts, and he still had 3 touchdowns. So let's go to this 2017 Alabama team. Let's see who was the number 1 running back here, and just kind of keep notes on how the running backs have been, and is Najee Harris the best running back when he gets to that number 1 position. So in 2017, the main back in Alabama was Najee Harris, and he rushed for 1,000 yards. Fantastic. So 1,000 yards there. And then, Najee Harris was still behind Bo Scaraboe, and Joshua Jacobs was actually behind Najee Harris in the season. So Josh Jacobs did come from Alabama as well. Alrighty. So Najee Harris was the number 3rd option and still put up 370 yards in 2017. In 2018, he was still not the first option. Who was the first option in 2018? It was Joshua Jacobs, and he had 640 yards. Najee Harris still had, they were kind of equally splitting carries here. We see Joshua Jacobs 120 attempts for 640 yards, and Najee Harris 117 attempts for basically 100 more yards than Josh Jacobs had. So Najee Harris, absolutely fantastic. Joshua Jacobs goes to the league after 2018. And then 2019, Najee Harris gets all the carries to himself. And then he started to freaking turn it on, folks. Here we go. Najee Harris, 209 carries for 1,224 yards in 2019. And then in 2020, he was once again the main back here. With how many carries? 251 carries for 1,400 yards. So we know of these last 4 years, Najee Harris has really been the best running back. We just saw in 2017 that Najee Harris rushed for only 1,000 yards, and then we get Najee Harris at his kind of peak, at his prime, 1,400 yards in his best season, which was 2020. So let's get an overview of these years a little bit deeper. So 2017, as we said, only 61 carries for 371 yards, 3 touchdowns. 2018, getting more carries, 117 carries, 783 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then in 2018, when he becomes the premier back, 209 carries, 1,224 yards, 13 rushing touchdowns. And he also catches some, 304 yards catching the ball in 2019 with 7 more touchdowns. So he totaled out 20 touchdowns in 2019. And then in 2020, 251 carries for 1,466 yards. Absolutely fantastic. And he rushed for 26 touchdowns, and then he also caught 4 extra. So the man rushed for, or totality-wise, 40 touchdowns, 425 receiving yards as well. So great year in 2020, great year in 2019, getting better every year, being the premier back, going through the ranks, getting it done, splitting carries with Joshua Jacobs, and he's with the Raiders, and he's having a kind of great success there in the NFL. So Najee Harris is kind of better than Joshua Jacobs. Alrighty, the one thing that we have problems finding on, just kind of in totality, really, it's really hard to find solid, confirm concise numbers on fumbling in the league, and not only fumbling but fumbles lost, because I want to see what you fumble lose. I take that a little bit more heavy than fumbling, because you get bailed out by your team, and that's fine, but I want to know how many you lose. So it is really hard to find solid fumble numbers here, but I have two sources here, and let's talk about them a little bit because they're both impressive. Whatever number's right, I don't freaking know. So here we go. This is Roll Alabama. RollBamaRoll.com. So, big, Alabama website, obviously. And they have the updated fumbled numbers for basically all the good Alabama running backs in the last couple of seasons. So when we look at, who the best Alabama running backs were, and we look at what they fumbled, we see that Najee Harris is absolutely fantastic. So I would probably say, so far, besides Najee Harris, the best number one fumble rate, which is, touches to fumbles, was Mark Ingram, and he had 211 carries before he would fumble, and he had 3 fumbles when he was at Alabama. So huge, great running game by Mark Ingram, and we know he's fantastic in the league, going, from the Saints, absolutely being productive there, and then he's at the Ravens, and once again, just absolutely productive there. So Mark Ingram, great career, and it was great at Alabama, not fumbling the ball. The second highest was Najee Harris with 179 touches per fumble. Fantastic. Derrick Henry had 123. Mark Ingram had 211. So, and Eddie Lacy had 65. So, Josh Jacobs 105. Kenyon Drake 49. So, we're talking about good, great running backs here. TJ Yeldon was even 62 touches per fumble. He fumbled 10 times, a lot there. So, fantastic work there. And you want to know where Najee Harris ranks in? Number 1 out of all these running backs, over Derrick Henry and over Eddie Lacy and over Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, and Mark Ingram. Najee Harris does not fumble, folks. 284 touches before he starts to fumble. As we said, Mark Ingram was number 1 until Najee Harris with 211 touches. So 70 more touches, which is absolutely fantastic. And we see that he only fumbled twice here. Fantastic work. I do want to mention this as well. When we look at ESPN stats, they say that Najee Harris never fumbled or lost it. We get 2 different categories, which I love. I want to know what you fumbled and what you lost, because they are different, and I want to know the difference. So ESPN says this man has never fumbled. This fumble category is 0, 0, 0, 0, 2017, 2018, 19, 20, all zeros. And if you don't fumble, you can't lose any. So I don't know. Do we believe that he fumbled twice, or do we believe that he fumbled 0? Either way, it's fantastic work. He does not turn over the ball, and that's the one thing that we need to kind of talk about. He does not fumble the ball at all. Does not fumble. Now, I don't know where, this kind of Roll Alabama Roll gets their stats from for fumbles, saying that he fumbled twice, maybe, catching the ball, receiving he fumbled. Maybe they differentiate that between, the ESPN stats, but still we get really no solid confirmation of how many fumbles he has. The website that we love to use, sportsreference.com, they don't show the fumbling, and it's very, very frustrating. So, we're just going to say he never fumbles. It's fantastic work, and we'll live by that. I've got no problem with that. Alrighty, before we get into the highlights, let's look at a couple more things here. Let's see how he did in their bowl games, in their playoff games. We'll go to 2019 because that's kind of when he started to be the premier back a little bit. So let's go to, we could go all the way back to 2018. Let's do it. Let's do 2018 because that's the season that he kind of split carries with Josh Jacobs a little bit. So let's go to 2018 here. In their bowl games, in the SEC title game, what do we got here? 4 carries for only 15 yards, no touchdowns, rushing or receiving. All right, so they relied on Josh Jacobs, probably a little bit heavy in this game. In the first playoff game against Oklahoma, 6 rushes for 47 yards, no touchdowns. He had 1 receiving catch for only 4 yards. Once again, no touchdown output in these kind of, early playoff, neutral site games here. And then they get to face Clemson in 2018 and they lose, and he only rushes for 9 carries for 59 yards, no touchdowns either, rushing or receiving. So 2018, a little bit of a down year for Najee Harris just because he was splitting carries with Josh Jacobs. So now when we go to 2019, we got to see some great production here in these bowl games, or we're going to kind of lose interest a little bit. So let's go to 2019. Hopefully we get something good here. Alrighty, did they not make the playoffs in 2019? They had to have, right? What's going on here? What is this game? Alabama, Michigan. And this is the Citrus Bowl? Interesting. They did not get to the playoffs in 2019. Is that right? What was it 2019 college football playoffs like? I could have sworn that Alabama has been in the college football playoffs every single season. 2019, this is, so we would have to do 2018, I guess, right? Clemson, Alabama in the final. Interesting. So let's do 2018 because I think it's a year ahead. 2018, the 2018 season. Alabama, Georgia. Interesting. What are we seeing here then? 2019, playing at Michigan, does not show that they got to the playoffs. This game was played in 2020. All right. What is this game against Auburn? This is just the game. This isn't the title game or anything like that. All right, interesting. I don't know what's up about that, but let's just keep going. I'll just keep going here. So they get to the Citrus Bowl against Michigan and beat Michigan, and he had 24 carries for 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. There we go. Some solid productions in the bowl games. That's what we love to see. They get the win. He scored some touchdowns, got over 136 yards rushing. Didn't do anything receiving, but that's fine. We don't need you to catch balls out of the backfield. That's just a little bit of an added bonus as a running back. So 2019, good year there, getting his bowl game win. And then we go to 2020, where I know they did make the playoffs and they won it because they beat Ohio State. All right, so here we go. This one's looking a little bit better. All right, here we go. This should be the SEC championship game against Florida. It doesn't say anything about that, but either way, against Florida, neutral site. This had to have been the game. Yeah, whether it was the official conference game or not. So neutral site against Florida, 31 carries for 178 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he also had 3 receiving touchdowns against Florida. Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about. Yes, sir. In the bowl game, getting it done. Fantastic. All right, Alabama against Notre Dame in the first round of the playoffs, the college football playoffs. 15 carries for 125 yards, no rushing touchdowns. 30 receiving yards, but no receiving touchdowns as well. So, all right, a little bit floundered there in the he still had good production. They just didn't utilize him to score. And then in the final, the championship game against Ohio State, 79 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 79 receiving yards for another touchdown. So 3 touchdowns in the championship game. Alrighty, so his bowl numbers are checking out. These are good signs here that Najee Harris is good in the regular season and in clutch time, crunch time, in the biggest games that matter of the season. Bowl games, playoff games, national championship games. This man gets it done. So, alrighty, promising, very promising. His stats are all showing us very, very promising things, great things, getting better every year, playing all 4 years, getting great production in bowl games, in playoff games, in national championship games. Very, very well done to Najee Harris. Alrighty, so all the stats check out very, very well. And the only thing that's left now is watching this man run. How is he looking to us? So here we go. We got a nice little 2020 highlight, what he did this season. And then we also are going to take a look, if they don't show us any clips here of the bowl game of what he did against Ohio State this season, we will look at the highlights of this film and just kind of focus on what Najee Harris is doing. We'll skip around the Clemson parts and the throwing parts and just see how well Najee Harris looked in the bowl game if we don't get clear, concise clips in this highlight package. So here we go. Najee Harris's 2020 season. This season, we do the most recent season when we look at the highlights. So we get what he did this year, his final year at Alabama. Great productions in the stats column. Let's see how he's looking on the film. Here we go. Alrighty, let's skip all the The flash. Here we go. First place here. Running off the left side. He is going 10, 13 yards solid. We are going to try and look at his speed. You know, when he gets out in the open field, we got to look at that. Nice little throw over the middle. Oh, staying on his feet. Yes, I love this. Crossing route for a running back. Takes some hits there. Three people can't bring him down. Very well done. Alrighty, on the kind of red zone, easy money there. Just found the hole and just went through it. Absolutely fantastic. On the goal line here, beefing his way through, crossing the goal line. Got the touchdown. Yes, sir. Alrighty, only needed 1 yard for the first down, but he says, I'm going to get more. Alrighty, all right. This is probably the first kind of true speed we get by this man. He's able to break it out to the outside, but he doesn't have that kind of breakaway speed, kind of chased down by the safeties there. So far, no breakaway speed, but we still got more clips to watch. Let's see if that changes. Gets to the second level. Can't break that last foot tackle, but that's fine. Still a huge pickup there. Coming off the left side now. Here he comes. Try to get to the outside. Probably a poor decision there, but, picks up 10 yards. Fantastic. Once again, on the goal line. Very well done. Powering his way through. Play action pass. He just slips out a little bit. All right. Not the best juker so far, and we see him kind of still wanting to go to the outside, try to get to the outside, and I get it, but if the inside is open, which these kind of, these last two plays, he could have kind of got to the bounced to the inside instead of the outside. Probably picked up a lot more yards. But, all right, let's keep it going here. 10 yards out from the goal line, and he just sits down. Oh, they call that a touchdown? I don't know about that. I don't know about this. This man just turned horizontal for a second and then went down. That's not a touchdown. That is not a touchdown. He's down at the 1 yard line. All right. If they want to give him the touchdown, that's fine, but I'm not seeing a touchdown there. All right, and I don't really like how he turned sideways and then never really tried to fight back. All right, touchdown or not, I'm not giving him a touchdown. All right, next highlight here, wheel route. Oh, all right, I kind of like this. Going up and fighting for the ball. Throwing a little bit too much inside here by Mac Jones. A little knock on him, pre-knock. We will get to him in the next couple of days, I'm sure. But he throws a little bit too much inside. Najee Harris just goes up and gets it. It's a nice wheel route, and it's pretty decently covered. But it's very well done for him just going up and getting the ball. You don't really see that by running backs too often. All right, once again from the 5 yard line, just busting it down. Very well done. Once again, from the 2 yard line, just busting it down. Very well done. So we get no big explosive runs. All these really kind of seem like it's in the red zone. And we saw, what did we say? He had like 26 rushing touchdowns. Okay, yes, sir. This is the speed we want to see. Breaking away, absorbing the contact, reaching for the pylon. That was a 30-yard nice touchdown run here. Absolutely fantastic. Still, don't think he's got the true breakaway speed. We see two chasing him down, unfortunately. Just got there just a second too late. All right, bursting it out to the outside, to the right side. He doesn't have the breakaway speed. So let's write that down. We're not seeing any breakaway speed, not like Derrick Henry speed that we see that once he gets to the second level, if there's only one person in front of him, he's off, he's done, he's gone. So doesn't have the breakaway speed. All right. It's solid speed, don't get us wrong, but it's not breakaway speed. It's not anything you have to kind of, plan for. All right, let's keep these highlights rolling here. On the 2 yard line, great. I mean, he's a great big running back. He can get it done. Once again, from the 3 yard line, just crashing in, being the beef, getting the 3 yards, getting the touchdown on the 1 yard line here against Tennessee. Once again, just barely breaking the plane there. Bounced it back inside. It's a great read. It's a great read. He saw the linebacker. He was playing the outside as well. So it's a great jump cut, come back inside there. It's a great touchdown. But once again, it's kind of, on the 1 yard line, 2 yard line, just being the beef. Alrighty, this one's from the 15. Yes, sir. The nice stiff arm there. Able to kind of beat that defender. Well done. Once again, against Tennessee here. Able to get to the second level. Alrighty, and just still powerful, and it's not true power. I mean, he breaks the goal line just basically half a yard. I mean, look at that. He's down right here. Like, right on the goal line. So he's not breaking any tackles. He doesn't have that kind of game-breaking speed. That's a nice catch right there. That's very well done. I'm all about this. Coming back inside, catching it on his body, finishing for the touchdown. What do we say? He's 6'3". Very good height there. Here, breakaway speed here. Yes, sir. All right, now we're starting to see it. Let's watch it one more time. 40-yard run here. Able to get to the second level, and nobody's going to be able to bring him or even catch him. All righty. Maybe we're a little too early on the no breakaway speed. Let's see what this back half of the clips are looking like. Oh, the hurdle there. Yes, sir. Oh, now we're starting to get in some good stuff here. The hurdle, the stiff arm. The stiff arm, yes, sir. He got shoved, but hey, he shoved it back. No worries. Going to the outside. This is what we want to see, the speed. All right, now the speed is starting to pick up a little bit here. Everything is to the right, but he's patient. Yes, sir. There we go. 10, 13 yards. All right, getting it all the way to the right side. The end around, hitting the edge. Once again, he picked up a decent yard, so I'm not going to diminish it by, wording it like that, but very well done there. All the way open to the left side for 20 yards, just kind of the flip. Oh, we get a fumble there. He was out of bounds. I don't think it's going to count, but, we did say he doesn't really fumble. A little careless there, holding in his left hand. Big old hit there. Woof, that was a good hit. Damn, you might have to look at this man. What's his number, 22? 23 of Kentucky? Let's get this man on a potential watch list. Here we go. I'm going to mark this man. Great hit. This is how you get recognized by us. Let's see what you're doing in other people's film, and then we'll maybe come back and come get you. So 23 for Kentucky. If he's eligible to be drafted this year, we will look at him. All right. Here we go. Back to the same play here. Wide open. He seems to have good hands out of the backfield, able to know kind of when to actually break off on those routes and all that. We're back at the 1-yard line at Tennessee. Wide open. Easy there. Alrighty, up the middle, finding the room. He is a patient runner. He does find, just wait for the blockers to develop, which is great. Here he is, going to bounce it outside. Can he go? Comes back outside, reads the block. Very well done. Just gets, a little tripped up there. Once again, tripped up there again. That just seemed to be his own guy. Right there, easy money. Right on the goal line. Easy money. Here we go against LSU. Shifty. Nice. Little cut back outside. That's a hard run right there. All right. Going to hit the middle of the field. Brought down after he already picks up like 10 yards. So here we go. All right. Is he going to break away this speed? Yes, sir. Here we go. Another 40-yard run. Able to break it to the outside. Very well done. That might be Auburn they're doing that against. All right. Cut back inside here. Off to the races. Off to the races. Oh, fantastic work. See, not the fastest. Getting a little hawk down there. Had to use the strength of the hand to get the fight for that extra last 5 yards to cap in for the touchdown. Very well done. Very great catch here. This is behind. He extends his hands for the ball here. Takes a hit there. Well, let's watch this one more time. This is great. Ball's a tad behind. A tad. Not even that much. On the second look, not even that much, but still a great catch. We saw Leonard Fournette dropping these types of passes all the time this season. So very well done. That's a great catch by a running back. Fantastic. Let's note that if we see one more great catch by this man, we'll say great hands. We'll mark it a great hands officially on the notes. And it's in pen, so I won't be able to erase it. So we got to see it one more time before we permanently ink it. This man's a great, 10 to 15-yard runner. That's what we're going to say on this man. Great 10 to 15-yard runner. And I know, all these highlights aren't going to be like 30-yard rushes, 40-yard rushes. I get all that, but I'm looking in totality of what we're seeing here. And I'm liking, the 10 to 15. It's very solid. Waits for the blockers to develop. Not going to burst it too much speed-wise or strength-wise. Here he is, bouncing it out to the outside, patiently waiting for the blocks to develop, and then turns on the jets for an extra 10 to 15 yards. This is what we're talking about with this man. This is great work right here. Solid work, waiting for the blocks to develop, patiently bouncing it out, outside, inside, outside, inside. Here it is. I mean, let's count the bounces here. Here we go. Bounce inside, bounce back outside, bounce back inside. I mean, that was kind of like 3 straight bounces right there to get in for the end zone, which with only like within a 10-yard span here, a 7-yard span. Bounce out, bounce back in, bounce out again, and there we go. Small bounces, but I mean, that's all you need. And then right here on the goal line, he lowers his shoulder. I mean, kind of like 2 yards deep, just kind of wanting to power his way through. And he does. That's a tough run. I don't even know if he got in there. That's another questionable touchdown. That's possibly not a touchdown. All right. Once again, just short yardage. Probably, I don't know if this is 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, whatever it is. He's able to pick up the first down. Fantastic work. Here he goes. That extra kind of just shift always picks up about 5 extra yards. So loving that. Fighting his way on the goal line. Not too much. He's barely extending this ball. Are they going to give him the touchdown there? Once again, I don't think he got the touchdown there. So not too strong on the goal line. He's decent on the goal line. Not too strong. I don't really see. He's barely breaking the goal lines when he gets there. So I start writing some of that down. Not too much of a powerhouse on the goal line. Let's keep it going. There it is. Woof. There it is. Hit the hole hard here. He just saw it was wide open, went 100% in that hole, and it's wide open on the other side. Fantastic work. Alrighty, there we go. Once again, I mean, it's a strong run. Look how strong he's fired out of this hole. But like, it gets brought down like 1 yard inside the goal line, right at the goal line. And it's still getting the touchdown. I'm not knocking this, man. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm seeing here. Great hands again. I'll take this one. There it is. That's the last one that we needed to see for the great hands mark. Once again, this is a little high. If you have to knock the pass for some reason, it's a little high. And, we know running backs don't like to extend their body for balls. That's not what they're accustomed to doing. So I'm going to say great hands by this man. He's making some great catches here. So fantastic. All right. So overall, pretty good. I mean, he's a solid back. Absolutely. The stats were all great, getting better every single season. A lot of yards, a lot of hard yards. It's not like he's breaking off, 50 yards repeatedly, and that's why he's got 1,400 yards in 2020. It's 10, it's 15, it's 20, 25 probably max. It's usually in the range of 10 to 25 yards where he's going to rip it off consistently because he's waiting for the blocks. Got to write that one down. Patiently waits for blocks to develop. Alrighty. So some decent notes here. I think this is like the first time that we put some negatives on some lists. I think this is the first one in the 7 days of us doing this where we've kind of seen some negatives there. But overall, not bad by this man. Can definitely see this man getting drafted. Do I think the Dolphins should get him? If he's there, maybe, at the 18th spot or the 2nd round, but not a 3rd round pick on him, I would definitely say that. All right, so that highlight package was everything he did this season, but we didn't see him in this kind of big game against Ohio State. So let's watch this highlight package as well. Let's see what we're seeing on him and get our final remarks of how we feel Najee Harris is as a running back. So here we go. We will skip around. We're not going to watch the entire 10 minutes of this. We're going to skip everything Ohio State, and we're going to just try to find these runs. If it's not a play to Najee Harris, we're skipping it. That's all we're looking for here. Here we go. Najee Harris in the championship game. He gets the first run right here. And there it is. Just delivers a big shot. 15 yards, 10 yards. Yes, sir. On the goal line again. There he is. 3 yards, 2 yards down in the goal line. Getting it done. He's great on the goal line. He will score. It's not like he's going to, burst through and, be untouched. But he's going to score on the red zone. Pretty good there. All right, we can skip all of this. Let's get back to our main man, Najee Harris, NJ. Najee Harris ain't going this deep, I will say that. Oh, Devontae Smith, a bonus Devontae Smith catch. Let's watch this. Oof, wide open. Fantastic. Alrighty, on the goal, or on the 5-yard line here, play action pass. And they don't flip it to Najee Harris. All right. So we skip it. We are, well, Devontae Smith, bonus Devontae Smith clip. Let's watch this. Big on Devontae Smith. Want this man a Dolphin. Yes, sir. Beats him to the corner. All right, Ohio State on offense. We skip it. Mac Jones fumbling the ball. Not great. Should have handed it off to Najee Harris. He don't fumble. Najee Harris don't fumble. Mac Jones fumbling. Alrighty, we're back to Alabama on offense, not throwing to Najee Harris, throwing to Devontae Smith, so we'll take it. Little bonus there. All right, this is it. Najee Harris is up. Here we go. Running play. Up or tied at 14-14. 1st and 10. Najee Harris. Look at those quick shifts, those quick cuts. He's always kind of either, whether he's actually going to cut inside or outside, he's still showing it with his body, and that's why he's able to get these extra yards. So I am impressed with this kind of shiftiness and his cutness. We're about it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Great hands. Once again in the shift back. Yes, sir. The best play we've seen from Najee Harris all day long. The setup kind of throw back to the wide receiver. A fantastic catch there by a running back. He shifts back inside. Yes, sir. Okay, best play. The best play that we've seen. We're marking this. Best play we've seen was in the national championship game. The great catch. So glad we solidified the great hands on our notes, because this catch, we're going to watch the catch one more time. It's absolutely fantastic. So best play in the championship game. Woof. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fantastic. Najee Harris, he won me over a lot more. His draft stock just rose on this one play alone. Here it is. Let's watch this catch, because, you know, Mac Jones is getting pressured. He just kind of flicks it. It's a little underthrown. Look at this man. He's got to turn. He's like, he's a little underthrown, turning, trying to reach back for the ball, and it's a one-handed catch. That looked one-handed to me, folks. Let's watch it one more time. One-handed catch, reaching back, secures the ball, and then cuts back inside, beats those two defenders, leaps over another defender. Fantastic work. The man's got hands. The man's got the speed. The man's got the agility, the jukes, and that's, we get another slower breakdown here. This is going to show it even better. Watch how fantastic this catch is. Watch how fantastic that catch is. One-handed. Yes, sir. And then still able to stay on his feet, recognize the situation, recognize the defense, see the open space, get his head around after the catch, and oh man, that's fantastic. I'm so glad we chose to watch this highlight package. So freaking glad. That's the best play we've seen by that man. Woo! Alrighty, Najee Harris, he gonna catch this one? Where are you at? No, you going deep downfield. Oh no, not Devontae Smith. All right. Play action pass. Selling. Oh, look how great he sells this play action. Najee Harris. Oh, yeah, I'm running. Oh, nope. I'm not. It's a pass. Wide open. Yes, sir. Devontae Smith. Get Najee Harris and Devontae Smith so we can run this play action for the wide open pass there. Yes, sir. He sold the fake. The only reason why this play works, folks, is because Najee Harris is selling the fakes. Fantastic work. Everybody involved on this play. Fantastic. Already at the 5-yard line, sprint out option. Najee Harris does not get the ball. Unfortunate. Devontae Smith does. So, hey, another bonus clip here. We've watched this one when we broke him down. Love it, love it, love it. Mac Jones going deep, not to Najee Harris, to Devontae Smith. So another bonus. I mean, bonuses. Yes, sir. Devontae Smith. I'll take a bonus Devontae Smith highlight as well. All right, can we get back to Najee Harris here? We get him blocking on this play? Here he is. Let's see if we get him blocking on this nice play. No, he slips out. He slips out for the pass. All right. Right decision. Was that the right decision by Najee Harris? Now, by running backs, usually they have the option if no blockers are coming in that they can slip out and go for a route, 5-yard comeback. You're just kind of slipping out to the outside. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive players rushing, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 linemen. So yeah, Najee Harris, there's no reason to stay and block. You've got the numbers on your side. So fantastic read there by Najee Harris, and then an even better decision by Mac Jones to air it out, and even a better route by Devontae Smith. So really great here. All right, back to Najee Harris. Yes, sir. We get another rush here. Goes up the middle, 10 yards. Yes, sir. That's what we're seeing consistently. All right, play action pass. Going to Devontae Smith. Nope. K. Williams, and then they have to settle for the field goal. Ooh, had to settle for the field goal. Why could they not get it to Najee Harris down low? Unfortunate. All right, what else do we get here? We back to Najee Harris. We'll be done with Najee Harris for the game. Let's see. All right, here we go. Back to Alabama offense. Najee Harris. No, not Najee Harris. All right. That was a good running game. Not by Najee Harris. He in here? No, they got Najee Harris out the game now. Najee Harris said, "You're too good. You're game wrecking the game. You got to get out. You got to get out of here." Not Najee Harris. Oh, Najee Harris was in on this play. All right. On the goal line. Najee Harris in the backfield. Come on, bring this in, baby. Bring it home. Bring it home. Close out the game. Wide open run there. Icing the game. That's what Najee Harris can do for you. He can get you the lead and ice the game all in the same time. Yes, sir. That's the last touchdown. We saw the one passing. We saw the 2 rushing. That accounts for all of his touchdowns here in this game. So fantastic. Let's see if we get any better runs here. He's not even in the game right now. He's not in the game right now. They're kneeling. They win. All righty, Najee Harris. Can we find this one quickly? Is it right here? Oh my goodness, we skipped right to it. Fantastic. This is the best play right here. This is the best play we've seen. Let's watch it one more time because it's so damn good. Here it is. Best play, Najee Harris. Set up slip screen over the left side. Fantastic catch. The ball was so behind him. Cuts back inside, beats every defender. The quick stop, the quick cuts. Quick cuts are great. We're going to write that down. That's going to be our final notes. Quick cuts are great. Alrighty, Najee Harris, folks. That is our kind of player draft on him, and he's looking real darn good right there, folks. Won us over in that championship game. That was fantastic. So, great work by Najee Harris. All right.